Welcome to the next lesson, students in the HTML and JavaScript. And in today's lesson, we will learn how we can get the coordinates on an image using the JavaScript. So you can see this is an image in the web page. And if I want to get the coordinates of this image by clicking anywhere on the image, so you can see here down, we can get the coordinates of that particular point. So if I click on somewhere on this laptop, you can see the coordinates get changed of this particular point. And if I click somewhere on this mobile phone, then you can see I'll get this coordinates here in these boxes, the X coordinates as well as the Y coordinates. And if I click somewhere down here on the image, then again the coordinates are 501 and 240. And if I click somewhere outside the image, so you can see if I click somewhere outside the image, this is outside the image, then I'm getting nothing, right? But if I click anywhere in the image, I'll get the coordinates of that particular point. So let's see how we can do this using the simple HTML and the JavaScript. So let me open the source code for this. This is divided into two parts. The one is adding the image and designing your web page. That's the body section. And then having the JavaScript function inside the script section. So let's talk about this body section first. We have included a form and I have given the name of the form as a point form, and then I have added the method post so that once I click this gets submitted and the function is called, the JavaScript function is called, and we'll get the coordinates into the boxes. So this is a form just to include some elements inside the form. As we can see, we had these text boxes here. So I'll be using a form. Inside the form, I'm using this division tag. This is the division tag, which I'll mention the heading, get image coordinates. We can also eliminate this tag. It's not a mandatory thing. Then this is another division tag, which will give the styling a little bit. And then this is the third division tag, which is the actual division tag, which contains the image. So in this division, you can see where I have mentioned the ID pointer underscore div, and here we have the image. So in the style tag, we have mentioned background image. I have mentioned the URL, that is the products.jpg. This is in the same folder where I have the web page. And now we can repeat the background with no repeat property. I have not repeated this, and width is set to 900px of the image and height is set to the 262px. So this is the main div where I have the image. You can see this is the image. This is the main div where I have this whole image. And then comes this third division section where I have these two text boxes. So I have given the first text box, the name is form underscore X, and the second text box, the name has been given form underscore Y, where I'll set the X coordinates and I'll set the Y coordinates. This is the body section. Now let's talk about the JavaScript function. So this is enclosed inside the head tag. We'll be using the script tag. The language is a specified JavaScript. The type is a specified text / JavaScript. Now we need to create the function in the JavaScript. So with the help of the function keyword, I'll create this function. Name of the function is point underscore it. You can do it. You can write it any name following the naming convention with one parameter passing the event. Because we want to track this click event, so we need to pass this event to the JavaScript function. So we are passing this event here. This will be tracked by the function. Now calculation of the X coordinates. How we can calculate the X coordinate? For that purpose, I have used some properties. The property number one, event.offset X. So that is the offset of X coordinate or the X coordinate in reference to the top left corner of the web page. So these are the X coordinates in reference to the top left corner of the web page. So this is the first property I have used. Then I have used the second property, that is event.pageX. So event.pageX is the X coordinate with respect to the left border of the web page or the left side of the web page. So we'll get these coordinates of the X with reference to the left border. The third property that I have used, this is the element property where I'm taking this image. I'm taking this image. So you can see I'm referring that particular element with the DOM document object model. This is document dot get element by ID, and the ID is pointer underscore div. If you can relate this, we have this division section with the ID pointer underscore div. This is contain the image. So we are referring this element and we are getting the offset left. That means we are getting the x coordinates from the left hand side. So what we need to do is we need to subtract the left coordinates on a place from the web page to the left coordinate of the side from the image. So if this is the image side, so from here to here, let's say if we have 50 and this is the web page side, and from here to have, let's say if we have 150, then we need to subtract this 150. We need to subtract this 50 from 150. That will give you 100. So we'll get that actual coordinates of the image, x coordinates. In the same way, we will calculate the y coordinates. So we'll get that offset y. We'll get that coordinates with reference to the top left corner of the web page. Then we'll get the page coordinates of the y from the top side. So this is the top. So we'll get the coordinates anywhere at the point from in reference to this top side. And then we need to get the y coordinates in reference to the images top this side, top side. So we'll get these coordinates and then we'll calculate by subtracting the elements top left and the page top left, and then we'll get the actual y coordinates. So here, this is how we can calculate the x and y coordinates of the image at any point. Now we need to set these coordinates into these two boxes. So we have these two boxes for x coordinate and for y coordinate. So we need to refer these boxes. Again, to refer, we'll use the DOM document object model. So we'll use document as the root level object. Then we have this form. If you remember, the name of the form is point form. So we'll use dot point form. Then inside the form, we have this input type with name form underscore x. So we'll supply dot form underscore x, and we need to get the value attribute of this. So we'll assign position underscore x to this document dot point form dot form x dot value. Similarly, we'll supply this position y coordinates to the next text box, which will be referred by document dot point form dot form y dot value. So we'll set these values into two. Now the question is how to trigger this function point it. So just to trigger this, we have added on click event on this div where we have set the image. So we'll use this on click attribute, and then inside the on click attribute, we'll call the function point underscore it and we'll pass the event. So once the mouse click event is triggered, it will pass inside this function, and here the function will catch this event and will perform all these operations and set the coordinates of the image into the boxes. We can also set the alert boxes just to give the that particular in the alert. So let me set the alert box as well. So alert, and if I set pause underscore x, and if I set, let's say if I set pause underscore y, so I can set both the positions here with the alert box as well. So let me go back, refresh the page, and you can see now this is the alert box. We can get these values into the alert box: 250, 137. Okay, so you can see 258 and 137. We can also click here. We'll get the alert box with new coordinates, and we can see these are the new coordinates. So this is how we can get the coordinates of an image at any point just by clicking at that point with the help of the simple HTML and JavaScript. Thank you so much.